Chrysalis Publications presents the Chrysalis Teachings by Norma Hickox. These teachings are based on the science of music and enable us to look at any time period of the universe. The teachings are divided into three groups. Windows on the Past gives a compressed view of creation, birth, and evolution, development, and the designing of the human being. Journeys in the Present looks at the stage of the new creation that we are in now and gives ways to help us on our spiritual path. Pathways to the Future gives much new technology through the science of music to enhance and enrich our lives in many ways. These teachings will clearly show that birth, creation, and development, evolution, go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. We will look first at birth and then at development, and we'll start with the birth of our universe. The Creator is actually a scientific reaction to circumstances. This is truly the secret of the universe, a scientific response on which all of creation was based and is still based. You and everyone else on the earth are the future and are responsible for the continuing progress and evolvement. There is no one up there that is giving original orders. Each generation of evolution becomes more splendid. We are indeed creators of our own universe, not only on a small size scale, but also on a large scale. One concept that I'd like to explain before we begin our journey is that of the line of demarcation. For every event that has taken place in our endless universe, there has been an equally important event taking place under the surface. I like to call the imaginary line that divides the two realms the line of demarcation. Events below the line take place in the ethereal or spiritual realm. Events above the line take place in the physical realm. The oceans are good examples of the dual nature of all things in existence. There is an outer experience and an inner experience, both going on at the same time. Picture the outer experiences of life as the ship we see in the picture traveling over the surface of the water. Underneath this ship, deep down in the water, there is much going on that is not visible to us while we are caught up watching the movement and beauty of the ship. Even those aboard the ship experiencing the bouncing of the waves do not see the teeming life below the surface. Below the surface of the water, there are entirely different aspects to existence than above. For instance, gravity and the means of sustaining life are different. Universe number 1, the tone of C, the color of red, potential differentiation. This cocoon of vacuum of complete stillness, frozen and dark, eventually produced a vibration. This first universe was an endless, identical frequency of light with the potential to separate into fragments. It was the absolute beginning of all. Universe number 2, the tone of D, the color of orange, is potential force. Vibration caused a tear in the cocoon. Universe number 2 was just being, a state of stagnation combined with force. The vibration tore away the skin of the original black hole. Universe number 3 is the tone of E, the color of yellow, is potential expansion. The tear in the cocoon caused it to unfold its petals. The third universe is built on the building block called potential expansion, an unfoldment of nothing or vacuum. Universe number 4 was the tone of F, the color of green, the first manifestation of sound. Universe number 4 saw the actual manifestation of sound in physical matter. A droplet of condensation formed the first physical matter in the universe. Universe number 5, the tone of G, the color of blue, was the first manifestation of color. The droplet of condensation, the atom, split in half, forming two droplets or atoms, one positive, sound, and one negative, color, bringing in the manifestation of colors and the first manifestation of male and female energies, the first polarity in the universe. Universe number 6, the tone of A, the color of indigo, was the first manifestation of friction. In universe number 6, one droplet pulled more vacuum in and the other half gave back to the vacuum, causing it to overbalance. The friction between colors and sound caused the area to be filled with crystalline white light. The first universe number 7 was the tone of B, the color of violet, the first manifestation of energy. The actual beginning of creation, the start of everything, was caused by this vacuum becoming so great that it caused an implosion, a vacuum sucking into itself. The potential of enormous growth and evolution was present in the fifth and sixth universes and produced atmospheric effects that manifested in matter as clouds. The clouds became surging, pregnant units of force made up of frequency. The build-up into glorious beauty could not be contained and caused a stripping away of each universe in a receding order, falling clear back to the beginning, and the build-up began again, only a transformed beginning. The build-up leading to the explosion followed the same path as the first build-up. The first 7 universes were like 7 puffs or pulsations of a mushroom cloud following an atomic bomb explosion. When the build-up of the 7 universes reached the same point the second time and imploded, the droplets reunited and pushed the material contained in the droplets back out into what was left of the vacuum and caused the big explosion to take place. The second universe, number 7, was a tone of B in the color of violet, was the first manifestation of nuclear explosion. The second time the energy rushed back to the center, the big explosion took place, the first nuclear explosion. The explosion shattered all except one atom, which was left perfect and whole, the hydrogen atom. This, then, was the birth of our Creator, the beginning of our universe. This explosion is what our scientists call the Big Bang. This light eventually sank or collapsed into the black hole, where the tiny original atom that came about because of the explosion is still churning forth its energy that is bubbling up out of this black hole for all time. This one atom that was left pure and whole and fused is smaller but more powerful than anything that expanded off of it, even though what expanded off from it is enormous in size by comparison. It is a generator of the life forces for all reaches of all universes.